There's a good chance if you've heard of James Cleveland Jesse Owens, the astounding athlete who won 4 gold medals at the 1936 Olympic Games and was described in his obituary in the New York Times as perhaps the greatest and most famous athlete in track and field history. You may also well have heard of Jack Roosevelt Jackie Robinson, who in 1947 became the first African-American baseball player to play in Major League Baseball in the modern era, thus breaking the so-called color barrier. But you are far less likely to have heard of Matthew Mackenzie Mack Robinson, who finished second to Jesse Owens in the 200 meters in the 1936 Olympics and was the older brother of Jackie Robinson. Mack Robinson largely missed the accolades, but his story deserves to be remembered. Mack and Jackie were both born in Georgia, the sons of sharecroppers. Mack, born in 1914, was the third of 5 children. Jackie, born 4 years later, was the youngest. Their father left them after Jackie was born, and in 1920 their mother moved them to Pasadena, California, where she worked odd jobs to keep the family afloat. But Mack and Jackie Robinson, because of their athletic ability, had the opportunity to attend college. Mack attended what was then called Pasadena Junior College, now Pasadena City College, where he was a track standout. He wanted to try out for the U.S. Olympic team, but the college had no money to send him, so some local businessmen had to raise the money to buy him a train ticket to New York, where the trials were held at Randall's Island Stadium on July 11th and 12th. He couldn't afford new shoes, and so ran in the worn-out shoes he used in junior college, but still qualified for the Olympics in the 200 meters, 0.2 seconds behind Ohio State University's star sprinter, Jesse Owens. Robinson was one of 10 black men to qualify for the 1936 Olympics for the United States, matching all other previous Olympics combined. In the final at the 1936 Olympics, still wearing his worn-out shoes, Mack beat the previous Olympic record with a time of 21.1 seconds, but still got the silver, 0.4 seconds behind Jesse Owens' record finish. Robinson expressed no disappointment. He said, "It's not too bad to be second best in the world at what you're doing, no matter what it is. It means that only one other person in the world was better than you. That makes you better than an awful lot of people." Still, Robinson understood that he had achieved what he had without the benefit of proper shoes, or a coach, whereas Owens had been coached by legendary Ohio State coach Larry Snyder. Mack's daughter, Kathy Robinson Young, recalled, "Daddy always thought that if he had better shoes or some decent coaching, he could have beaten Jesse, or at least made it even closer than it was." But a silver medal didn't guarantee fame. He said upon returning home, "If anybody in Pasadena was proud of me, other than my family and close friends, they never showed it. I was totally ignored. The only time I was noticed was when someone asked me during assembly at school if I'd race against a horse." But he continued to excel. He returned to Pasadena Junior College for the 1936-37 school year and set then national junior college records in the 100 and 220-yard sprints and the broad jump, where his record of 25 feet, 5.5 inches, was beaten the following year by his younger brother Jackie. And the Olympics had earned him an opportunity. At the Games, he met and befriended Bill Hayward, the track and field coach for the University of Oregon. Mack attended the university for the 1938-39 school year, winning an NCAA championship for the team in the 220-yard dash. After graduating from Oregon with a degree in physical education, Robinson had difficulty finding work and ended up taking a municipal job with the city of Pasadena, pushing a broom. He recalled that when it was cold, sometimes he would wear his Olympic jacket. In this, his plight was not unique. Jesse Owens, who had run 0.4 seconds faster, also took a number of menial jobs in his life, including gas station attendant, playground janitor, and manager of a dry cleaning firm. He once remarked, "I had 4 gold medals, but you can't eat 4 gold medals." Even Mack's menial job with a broom turned out not to be safe. In 1941, the city was forced by the California District Court to desegregate its public swimming pools. In retaliation, the city fired all its black municipal employees, including Mack Robinson. The treatment of his older brother was said to be part of what motivated Jackie Robinson, who not only broke the Major League color barrier, but was a Major League Baseball Rookie of the Year, National League MVP, won a World Championship with the Dodgers in 1955, and in 1962 was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame on the first ballot. Mack Robinson's silver medal run in 1936 was recognized again in 1984, when he was selected as part of a group that carried a giant Olympic flag into the opening ceremony of the 1984 Olympics at the Los Angeles Coliseum. His daughter, Kathy Robinson Young, said, "It was his greatest moment." His native city finally recognized him when, in 1997, they dedicated the Pasadena Robinson Memorial installed across from City Hall. The memorial includes a 9-foot-tall bust of he and Jackie. The Pasadena City College Stadium is named Robinson Stadium after he and his brother, and a Pasadena post office is named in his honor. While he was not as well known as his brother or the man who ran 4 seconds faster, he left behind an extraordinary legacy of good works. Mack Robinson, who among other jobs was an usher at Dodger Stadium, found his calling working as a truant officer for John Muir High School in Pasadena and an advocate against street crime. He was acutely aware of how his athletic success could be used as a teaching tool to change the world. As the plaque under his memorial reads, "Athletes should recognize that once they establish themselves, people will attempt to pattern their lives after their sports heroes." Mack Robinson passed away in March of 2000 at the age of 85, leaving behind at the time of his death 6 children, 25 grandchildren, and 8 great-grandchildren. If you enjoyed this History Guy short, then feel free to click that like button, subscribe to our channel, and check us out on Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and our merchandise on teespring.com.